it's like I used to when I was working, I went from making like 2,500 a month to 3,000 to 4,000. So nigga touched 5 this month, and I thought I was making some money. They had me tricked. I thought I was 60,000 a year. I thought I was making some money. I get 60,000 in a couple days if I just get up off my ass and go grind. You feel me? But I thought that was like, I was like, nigga, I'm like, bro, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 ain't no paper. Not if you really building something that's like, bro, I could run through that shit in a minute. Nigga, that's his laptop. I done bought every nigga in here a laptop. You feel me? It's like, the fuck that's gonna do? When you really at it, you know?
Man. That shit inspiring though, nigga, because it's like, we get to see that. That's our norm.
No excuses.
None.
No excuses. It ain't no reason no nigga around me should not be able, like, could not make $1 million. It's like, nigga, that's light.
That's light. We finna run this shit up.
Okay. It's easy work. It's like, I sent you a wire for 10 bands. You just gotta make that 100 times. That's light. Fuck the 10. You could just make $1,000 1,000 times and you made $1 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I made $1,000 thousands of times. And I'm gonna make it 1,000 more times before I leave this earth. And I swear every day when I leave this earth, it's gonna be on both feet, never knees in the dirt. And you can try me, fucker, but when I squeeze it hurt. Fine, we lose 2 lives, yours and mine. Talking about practice. Getting paid $2,500 to do this. I'm damn near done. I only been here for 10 fucking minutes writing this bitch. I heard a piece on here that sounded like it needed spoken word. I said, T don't let it spoken word. I need 500 of it. And you're finna make 500 for 10 minutes of work. I'm finna make 2 raps for 10 minutes of work. Like, niggas just don't want it. There's too much out there. I'm treating other niggas' songs like they my songs. Cause if I'm on it, it is my song, nigga.
Nigga.
After talking with Peasy, I just realized like how many. I feel like I can help a lot through just conversation. Like we've seen the impact I've had on just like the inner circle. So I feel like the same pertains to the outer circle. Boy, I shouldn't have smoked that. That bitch zapped me. I ain't smoked in 1 minute. That motherfucker
nigga high.
Sent me. I gotta go walk this off. But yeah. I feel like what they was missing in that time was
guidance.
Someone who could communicate. If they had one person around them that had the ability to communicate properly, it could have resoluted a lot. Because it's like we all know each other. You know, it's like we all love each other because we made it and we became successful together at something that we just enjoy doing. There has to be like you know, it doesn't though. No, you just gotta move on. But I feel like, you know, that being that happening peacefully in a way helps. As peaceful as it can be, but sometimes you just don't have the skill, right? Sometimes you fall out with a nigga and it's just on the worst terms. But it never really has to be if you can't communicate. But if you can't communicate,
it has
you just gotta lose friends whenever you lose them.
Right. Address
living
it.
unwell is just a heavy commitment. Right? And it's like you make it heavier. It's either getting heavier or you're getting stronger. If it's getting heavier, that means you're not getting stronger. If you're getting stronger, then it's not getting heavier.
Or you're not lightening your load.
How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm an addict.
Nigga, an addict.
Addict.
Upstairs.
Well, I think that's great information to like know and have and understand.
Like
Right? Because it's like it's far worse if you don't know.
I feel like you've been aware for a long time.
Yeah,
Some new information.
it feel like it.
I think we need a new word for what you are then. Addict might be kind. You have songs.
I'm not gonna
where
cap.
you say coochie, weed. You have it in
Right?
bars and songs.
Where are right? And you know, for those of you 3 pillars, this is what I stand on.
Money, coochie, weed.
I like them a lot. Hey, but yeah, you know,
It feels like
there's only so much a nigga can grow.
No. Bruh, every time you do that shit, I be
Hey,
like, no,
nigga changed the whole industry, but put your money back. Oh,
You don't get to
God.
like
I
trying
get
to
it.
rationalize your stupidity, and that be where we be like ready to chunk them, because it's like every time he hit you with the, it's no, we don't know, no.
My niggas be like, yeah.
No, but this, as a nigga, we do know.
No.
I do know though. I know. Like, as a full-blown nigga, a full-fledged nigga.
It's also being not shit.
No.
That's what you gotta say.
The niggatry.
As an also not shit nigga, I know.
It is, right? And that's why I need to hang with Fonny.
Fuck.
Right, because other not shit niggas will rationalize your behavior and you'll think you okay, and it's like, he not well off either.
And you
let him tell you okay.
Splash would do things that I would do, but Fonny wouldn't. Right? And that tells you everything. Because Splash 21, 22. Hey, coochie money weed. I like it. I like it. No, that's horrible though. There's no way to live. It's not sustainable. It's just not sustainable, bro.
This nigga said.
It's not sustainable.
Man.
You can't.
If you be like, as a nigga, and I hate when y'all do that, because y'all be trying to like superpower as like, oh, it's because we're men and she's a woman and she don't get it, and it's like, no, this isn't a gender thing. It's like we know.
As a nigga.
Women on the same shit. It's not about being a nigga. It's about the active choices you make every day, bruh. Niggas want to rationalize, I was born like this, not my fault.
Nah, I didn't say that. I'm just saying as a nigga, I know. That's all I'm saying is as a nigga, I know. I know as a nigga. So.
Put in the other 2 words.
I don't have that's
I feel it though, growth is a lifelong journey. Some areas, some trees grow really, really tall, and some grow really, really wide. And their branches be hella far wide, but they'll never grow this way. And it's like, some do both. Some get really tall and really wide. You gotta decide what kind of tree you want. You could have success in this lane all your life, and negate that other part and be like, shit, a nigga. Just be a nigga for the rest of your life.
Man.
Bro. Dang, it ain't too much worse than a house full of addicts. You know? Like, it's which is so crazy because, you know, we're high functioning, but it really is only so much you can get done as an addict.
It made me think about all the rats upstairs. It's like all them niggas on the same shit. Like all them niggas up there on the same, all in the one room, just
on the same shit.
Damn. Damn, you a rat. We're all rats, hey.
Fuck.
Nigga chasing cheddar.
Fuck.
Chasing cheese.
Cheese and cheese.
Cheese and
Coming out
cheese.
at nighttime, chasing cheese. Coming alive in the night. Nigga running around through the night.
That can
What
get
the
out of
fuck?
bedrooms.
That shit horrible. That shit horrible. Cause you really nigga. I feel like as an addict, you're bound to ruin every relationship you have at some point. Cause you're an addict.
You always put the addiction above the human.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even necessarily that. It's just like you're an addict. Like there's just certain shit you don't trust an addict with. Because you're an addict. Right?
Yeah, you wouldn't get your car keys to that. You would go get your car keys to an addict. True.
Right?
Oh, my.
No, it's okay. I'll just move this now.
Go ahead.
It's not the best functioning state. There's better states to live in.
I think what's more important is if you're functioning within the addiction or if you're trying to get out of the addiction. Like, if you're just in the cycle and you're comfortable in it and you're just moving within it and you're like, well, I'm a functioning addict, that's fine. That's the life you're gonna live. But if you're actively trying to get out of the addiction, that means that you're actually growing. You're lightening your load. You're not just trying to get stronger. You like, nah, I'm gonna lighten my load and get stronger through the process, you know? But if you just like, well, I'm an addict and I'm just gonna figure out how to function as an addict, it's like, well, so far you can progress within that.
But you don't never look at it as I'm gonna figure out how to keep functioning as an addict. You're just like going to get it.
That's that's not your rational thought, but that's your behavior. You're trying to figure out how to function within your addiction all the time. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get high, but I'm gonna fight through and try to work. You know, you're trying to function within it. And niggas be addicted to coochie and then lying to their bitch when they get home. Because you're trying to figure out how to function within your addiction. Instead of going and being like, yeah, I just fucked 3 different bitches, but I'm finna come lay up with you. Because that would be...
That's what a man would do.
At least,
right? What would a real nigga do?
At least tell the truth.
Right?
But you're not even trying... When you're trying to function within your addiction, you're trying to like make excuses and figure out a way to maintain it and not get caught and have consequences and then repercussions for your actions due to your addiction.
And you know, you have low expectations for everyone, but you should really have low expectations for an addict. Like when we pulled up to the spot the other day for the fishing shit, right? The brother that was outside when I was telling you Emmanuel, I didn't give him paper with like the expectation of like, man, Go do this. Brother, I need you to go do. That wasn't even it. You
and
know,
I've seen him look at the money and look back at you and look at the money like.
That nigga said.
About to power up.
Shut the fuck up.
The fuck.
About to power up.
The fuck.
Nigga.
No.
About to power up.
No, that's not really what I felt like he thought, but it was funny.
About to boot up on these niggas.
He looked shocked. Like nobody ever gives him that amount of money because they have such low expectations for what he'll do with it, you know? So when he saw that amount of money, he was like, wow, really? And you did it with no expectation. I don't know if that's good or bad, though, for his well-being. He might have used it for food and clothes, though. You never know.
And that's how I look at it. Like, I feel like anytime you get money, as anybody, you do some of what you need, and then you do some of what you want. Right? So I feel like...
Not as addicts.
Yeah,
Well, addicts feel like they need the drug, too. So...
I mean, you do. There's different levels to addicts. I'm an addict. So it's like the human function is really like one plane, and it's either like you're either getting worse or better, but they all kind of like look the same on this side. You just get worse or better, but all the actions are the same. You feel me? And when you become a great addict, all the actions are the same too. You're just like on the net side of it.
Damn, people do just be getting worse.
Yeah.
I was like, do people really get worse? You know, you grow throughout life, but people get worse.
The thing with success that makes that tough is because sometimes you can't tell if you're getting worse or better if your life is getting, like, externally is getting better, right?
It looks good.
Because it looks, I mean, you can't really quantify what it looks like. Only what it feel like, right? So it's like, you can't really quantify that.
Wait, or you can't quantify what it feels like.
Like, if you, say I'm a basketball player, and, I just lost it, because I'm an addict.
Nigga high.
Damn! I had a good one. You know, I love basketball. Basketball always get them there. Damn. I hate it.
Needs to be high.
Yeah.
Man, I smoked
It's
the
horrible.
other day.
I'm an addict. I need to never smoke again.
I smoked the other day, and my eyes were like this, and I was hella cheesy, and I was just like, I was seeing myself in the mirror, and I was like, you a goofy ass nigga. What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Dumbass.
Hey.
Dumb. I sat down at the computer and looked in the mirror again, because I just felt
I
hella
be hearing Gilly say, nut ass nigga.
Right. Right. That was exactly how I felt. Like a nut ass nigga. What are you doing? For no reason.
Addict. I'm about to say, after you get to that level, it's an addiction. It is nothing. Once you get to that level in your mind, it's nothing but addiction. Like when you like, it's like you're an addict. Like, yeah, when there's no possible way, it's like you're an addict.
Nigga,
You will make it. An addict will make it happen.
I just seen the weed in this room. I said, let me hit that. For what?
For what?
For what? You didn't even want it. You just wanted it because you seen it. If you wouldn't have seen it, you wouldn't have hit shit.
Right.
Nut ass
Baby.
nigga.
That nigga like that's
Mine. Oh, God.
Imagine if we still talk like babies. Nigga in the weed though. Mine.
Man, that shit suck. Cause sometimes, see, and if you going at the right speed, it's never undeterminable. Like I was just about to say, sometimes I can't tell if I'm growing or not. right? But
sorry.
if you like when you growing and it's like clear, that don't exist, right? Because it's like, nigga, I know I'm growing because I do it, right?
I think that as a human, there's so much depth to your existence that growth sometimes is like not recognizable. Because you could be growing in an area where it's like, you're not seeing it on your day to day, you know? But you're actually growing. Like if you've been working on your anger, you used to be somebody who used to spaz out all the time, but you haven't been triggered in an angry situation in a while, you don't know if you've grown yet until you're triggered, and then you're like, I handled that really well, I'm growing. But during those 4 months where you wasn't triggered, you like, damn, I'm not growing for shit. But really, you've grown a lot, because in those 4 months you had a lot of time to, you know, whatever the fuck process happened in your head. And then when that opportunity arises to see your growth in a real way, but that doesn't mean the growth didn't happen. It wasn't tangible yet. Clip. I was kidding. I was kidding.
That was a clip. Yeah. It's not a great functioning state.
Yeah.
To be an addict in any form, it's like you're an addict. No matter how many great things you do as an addict, it's like you're still an addict. So, you know, anything can happen.
It's like making a really, really beautiful painting and then smearing a bit of shit on it.
Voila.
Final touch. Don't forget your
Nigga said. They take the paintbrush and sit it down. Last time. Throw that shit on it.
Throw that
shit.
The paintbrush, I thought you was gonna put it up your butt. I was just like,
What? Paintbrush. Yo, ass though, and then pulling out it. That's a dirty nigga. And
that's an addict.
That's an addict.
Hey, you know, because every time a nigga do some crazy shit, every time you see a nigga on the side of the road that don't see him right, the first thing that pop into your head, that nigga on that shit. He an addict. Every time a nigga start moving irrationally or doing weird shit, you like,
He on that shit.
he on that shit.
That's my first thought. We just look. That's what that means.
Which is crazy.
You never want that to be because that's always what it is. Like, nigga, if we in a store and you come in with your gun, it's like, he on that shit. He on that shit. You have to be on that shit.
That's addict activities.
That's addictivities.
Addictivities. I like
Addictivities.
it.
That's addictivities. Damn. So what do you do from there?
From where? The addict point?
They got a 12-step program.
Once you like, I'm an addict. Greetings. Or are you ever really an addict? Is that's fully within your power. You don't have to be an addict.
Here
right?
you go.
But you are an addict when you are an addict.
When you lack self-control, I think that you ventured over into the addict realm. When you tell yourself, I'm not going to do something anymore, and then you do it without actual realization of the act, it's like, you don't even have self-control or enough self-awareness to not do it anymore. You've ventured.
Yeah.
You've ventured into that area. To lack self-control over something is like, you're a fully functioning human being. You don't accidentally go into stores and rob them. It's like, you don't go in the store to buy chips and then pull out your Glock and rob the place.
It
it's
just
like,
shows
right.
that addiction can exist at all levels. Because it's like, I'm a highly functioning, successful addict. Like, I get a lot done. I do a lot. I give a lot, share a lot, as an addict.
Yeah.
So it's like, it exists at sometimes it don't just look like the nigga in front of the stove, like, you know, like
people are addicted. I think that it's fucked up too because addiction is a heavily prevalent part of society. People are addicted to coffee, sugar, sweets, like it's part of society for real. Like that's how people end up 300 pounds or getting in shootouts in traffic because they was on their way to the coffee shop.
You know what it is? Because it's not the product. It's not the product. It's the life. I'm addicted to this life. Let me hold $1. Because I'm addicted to this life. You know? Like, that's all it is. Like, everybody in every form. Like, when you in shootouts and shit, like, you addicted to that life. Like, you can't help but get up in the morning and go do those things because you addicted to that life. Mm-hmm. The same way we can't help but get up and go, because we're addicted to that life. Yeah. That's smoking what it is. It's like way bigger than a product.
Yeah. And smoking is part of, in that life, smoking is part of it. Like, you smoke to write. You smoke to do this. You smoke to do, like, if a nigga irritate me while I'm on this shoot, where do we, like, it's a crutch for you in that life. Like, and it's been part of your life for so long that you don't even know.
And you know, it's really a crutch too when I don't want to deal with it.
That's why I said escapism. At first, I'm like, you use it just to escape. And I've witnessed it. Like, you'll be perfectly fine not smoking until you got some shit you don't want to deal with. Then you're like, where the weed at so I can deal with this shit? And it's like,
it should be where the weed at so I can not deal with this shit. That's really what it is. Where the weed at so I can not deal with this shit. Right. It's not where the weed at so I can deal with this. It's where the weed at so I can not deal with this.
Right. It's like it puts your body in autopilot almost.
It puts your life in autopilot.
When you're a fully functioning addict, it puts your life in autopilot. Niggas who wake and bake and just...
We was in Seattle in a house full of addicts. Getting it done.
Everybody's getting it done. Autopilot.
Crack house. Getting it done.
For real.
Getting it done.
Damn. Yeah. That's always been the issue for me with weed. That shit sit me down. Like, it ain't it. It ain't it for me. And I wish it was most of the time. I like being high. That goof troop ass nigga I seen in the mirror was having a good ass time.
Nigga clown ass.
Nigga, she was having a good ass time. In slow motion though. In slow motion, and I don't like that.
I wanted to ask you a question about since we're here. I'm a anxious person. I'm very anxious. When I'm at home, I'm trying to create ideas and my mind is just everywhere and I be on edge. My dad be like, you could do that. It's gonna calm me down. He's like, don't do it all the time. But sometimes it's cool. It's like, is that okay or is that...
You know, as you was just saying that, the first thing that came to my mind when you said I'm an anxious person.
Same.
My mind said, well, I mean, that makes sense because you just told yourself you're an anxious person. And right. I was like, in my head, I was like, you're a person who's anxious, who's experiencing anxiety. And then I came back and I'm like, damn, I just called myself an addict.
Oh, you're a person who has
20 times, like I spelled it, like I put it on me, I casted it on me. It was like, no, this is what you are. Don't forget.
Damn.
Go into the world. Like you can never talk like that to yourself and then go into the world and perform the way you need to.
You're not an addict. I'm sorry.
And you were like, yeah, you addict motherfucker. Fuck you.
Bitch, I fucked your bitch.
You fat motherfucker.
When I came out, I told you it was just my motherfucking dick.
Yeah, and your words really really are spells. That's why they call it spelling.
Man.
You can't. You have addictions and you have anxiety, but you are not an anxious person and you are not an addict. You are a human. That's the only thing that you are, for certain.
This is a special combo. These are the ones niggas need.
Right. Damn, we came full circle on their ass.
Yeah. So, it's like that. Man, bro, your life is really of your making. If you don't make your bed in the morning, you shouldn't expect to come home and have your bed made. Unless you have great people around you, like Tietta. You feel me? But it's like, which is sight. It does something to your psyche. Like, if you're able to not do something and get something done, it alters your psyche a bit. Right? Made, please. These 101. I made these. You know? It alters your psyche a bit. Which I don't think is wrong, necessarily. It just... As long as you can rationale it as a human. You know? But once it becomes unfathomable to you as a human, you have to change it.
Break that down.
Like, as long as you're okay with the, cause remember how I was saying, like, me and Yaya was talking, and she was like, you know, this isn't normal, right? And I was thinking like, well, it's not her norm, but it is my norm, right? And I'm thinking like, that's okay if you're okay with that. Mm-hmm. But even if it doesn't come down to that. Is it just like universally like, this isn't normal? But it is normal if it's your normal, right?
There's no universal norm. That's so crazy. I was having this thought the other day. There's no universal normal. And I think the reason why, as a society, especially as an American society, we're in the space that we're in right now of such like low vibration and such disappointment, because everybody was sold the same dream of normalcy. And not everybody can't have that. That's not, it's non-existent. Every life looks different because every life is different. We all can't have the white picket fence, the house, the 2 kids, a dog, and a car in the garage. That's just not what it is. And there's no real level of normalcy. Your normal is what you make it. This is your normal. This is normal for you. Splash's normal will look nothing. My normal don't look nothing like yours, and I spend every day with you. And my normal, your normal are very different. Your phone ring and it's a different conversation. The things that you talk about, the things you do, they'll always be different because normal is it's subjective. It's subjective. Even you and a rapper who are at the same level of their career, your lives look way different. Y'all could be living parallel existences and it's going to look different. There's no normal. There's no normal. It's just not, it's not possible. And I think that's what makes people so depressed and so sad, because it's like, I didn't get to have a normal childhood. I don't have a normal family. I want a normal this. And it's like, bruh, you're setting your expectation off of somebody else's existence like that's ever going to be possible. It's not possible. It's no normal.
Right.
Name one person you know that had a normal upbringing. Normal, like what you see in the movie films. A mom who come home and has a meal, and the dad works, and they kiss each other, and they're happy-go-lucky, and the siblings get along. They got 2 dogs and a house, and it's like, bruh, that shit ain't real. At least that's the idea of normal that I was sold.
You know, this shit is kind of like, I don't want to say triggering, but like, it's just informational. But depending on how you receive it, it could be triggering. But in my head, I'm just like, damn. I guess it's not true. I'm about to say, does everyone that enjoy me as an addict Or do they just enjoy me? Not me as an addict. But if I'm an addict,
you're not an addict.
Right, I'm not an addict. I have addictions to things. I experience addiction, but I'm not an addict. Mm-hmm. I'm a boy, Damon.
I don't think that that's real because people experience you without you being under the influence of an addiction, and they love you just the same. Like they don't love you because of the addictions that you have. Your personality and your existence is not dependent on your addiction. So people like those two don't coincide with each other. If your personality and your whole being changed once you were within your addiction, then I think that could be questionable. But you're LaRussell 110% of the time. If anything, the weed just levels you out so you can be whatever it is that you want to be in that moment. But
yeah, if you ran a dispensary though, niggas would love you for your addiction.
Exactly.
We love you for your addiction.
Exactly.
But
You'd be high all day though.
Lance was trying to get me to do like this shit with the weed store, and I'm just like, I be down to do those, but sometimes it just be making me like, I don't want to sell dope to the hood. Like, I don't even be loving the fact that I smoke dope, you know? So it's like, I don't want to sell it. I don't want to put my face and my name on and be like, man, go do dope, because I'm on dope. It's like, I like, you know, like, it's an addiction for me, you know? And like I said, I'm able to do it functionally. I could do it and make 20 songs, and it's like, hey, I'm a functioning addict.
Watch me there.
Right?
Yeah. I think, and we've already talked about this before, when things give you that feeling, you don't really need to dig on and know deeper. It's like, if it was great, then it would have been no questions asked. But if you have to convince yourself to do it, then it ain't for you. It's like, you're going to do a lot of great things in this life. And if that's not one of them that you deemed as great, then I think it's okay for you to be like, I don't know. Just because I smoke weed don't mean I need to walk around with a sign saying smoke weed for me over here. You know, it's like they're going to consume their addiction in their own time and will. You don't have to push it in their face and be like, and I think a lot of people look up to you. And even though you smoke weed and people know you smoke weed, I think that the day that you're like, this is my weed brand, I think that'll be really triggering for the kids who watch you. To be like, damn, he has his own weed brand? I'm trying to smoke, you know? And it's a different energy.
And I be thinking about that. I think about that with everything, with the rap and shit too. But I also think like Dallas too. You're like, nigga, strip clubs ain't for kids. And it's like, right, there's things that's not for kids.
Yeah.
But it's also like, if it's not for kids, should it be for anybody? Like, if it's not safe for the kids and all of us is just kids who are maturing, then is it okay for any of us?
The only reason...
It be making me like, you know, I'm going to get to a point where I make non-explicit music. And I'm going to do it well.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it well. Like, hopefully, or I might not, but it's like, at least I tried to go, like, I tried to go as full as I can on just, like, I don't want to put, because, you know, I was thinking about when we were doing the 1020 video with the kids, I was like, man. But it's also like, nigga, I'm the kid that grew up on that shit, so it's like, you know, whatever.
Nah, just like...
Cause I be thinking about that shit like what, but I don't know if my shit have the same effect on them. Cause when kids see me, you don't, even when parents bring their kids in, like,
you don't feel like
that ain't, you don't even, you know, it's like, it doesn't feel like they're getting worse from it. Like, kids don't rap my songs and people be like, badass little kids.
What song could you even reference that is destructive to a human that you've made?
None. You just know sometimes I be saying some shit.
But it be real
Everybody
shit.
be saying that shit
Everybody be saying it's
though. Nigga,
like,
I don't give a fuck where you grow up, nigga.
Right.
Everybody likes smacking ass and counting cash, nigga. Everybody likes smacking ass and counting cash. I don't give a fuck who you with.
I don't give a fuck
Who you with.
Even in a white world.
Nigga.
By golly.
Oh God.
By golly.
Oh God. Now, why would you look at those?
What world you from?
Nigga.
I don't care what world you from. LeBron like that too.
Oh God.
Nigga, I like smacking ass and counting cash.
It's like, bro.
Oh God. You know what? That's so funny. Right. That don't do nothing to the kids.
You're
Cheers.
doing all right.
Cheers.
You're doing all right.
Well, yeah.
And that little nigga gonna grow up on the same time.
Cause it's like, it's just you. Like the minute you start overthinking of how you need to be you and present yourself to niggas.
And just be.
It's just you just should just be. If you decide to quit smoking weed, cool, nigga. But don't do it because you're like, damn.
Nigga
what if the
I'm
kids?
Gonna make a non-explicit album.
Like, if you want to do that, cool.
No, I really have been though.
No, that's cool. Like, but don't do it because you like, damn. I got like. There should be no like giving factors of why you're doing something.
Is there a clean way of saying I like counting cash and smacking ass?
That's the cleanest way to do it.
It's not salt. You gotta
that's the salt. That's the salt. Yeah, that's the nigga.
Cause these other niggas,
women do.
Exactly. Cause these other niggas telling us they like doing that, but it's a perk 30 involved in a double cup and a Glock on their hip.
Right. You need balance. It's like no, we like that too.
But we cool niggas. Like you don't gotta,
You're in constant pursuit of bettering yourself. And I think that's what differs in your raps and in your being and in what you exemplify to the world. It's like, he not perfect. None of us are. But you not faking like you are, and you're in constant pursuit of getting better. And everybody can relate to that, you know? If you was like, I like counting ass, smacking ass, and
talking, you don't even be talking,
coke line,
right? You don't even talk about like how high you be. You don't even be like, man, he got me over here. Nah, no, I'm like, them niggas be in there, so like, 30 got me sleep. Like, nigga, what?
30 got me in the
This double cup got me lit.
Vulnerable. 30 got me in here vulnerable. Nigga, y'all can come in this studio and blow my brain out because I'm high. Like, nigga, like, that shit insane, bro. That shit insane. Like, nigga.
I'm about to 30 minutes.
I was studio and they was like, they don't do drugs because all they homies died.
Lil Bibby.
Bruh.
He said,
like, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That nigga Lil Bibby, he said he stopped doing drugs one day when he woke up and was like, my hands was just in the lives of these niggas. And they high. He was like, I'm done. And stopped sipping lean.
That shit do not be cool. That shit do not be cool.
And it's like, yeah, you have your addictions and you smoke and do what you're gonna do, but I ain't never heard one bar with that nigga like just rolled up a 3-5 off loaded
into the world. Like you regularly pour into the world. Like, bruh, you're the last nigga that needs to be concerned about the influence that you have on them.
Now if you wanna better yourself for your own good and your own, like, you know, as you as a human.
You know what's crazy? When I seen the windshield cracked on the car, my first thought was, damn, fucking rock hit my window. And then after, I was like, or did someone do this? Right? But my first initial thought was like, because I feel the same way. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was, my second thought was like, it couldn't have been personal. I'm just like, it's this street. I already know how niggas be outside on this street. But then I'm like, I don't know. But my first thought, I didn't think nothing of it but the lightness of like, it's no way. Mm-hmm. But there is way.
I mean,
but I don't know. It's like I feel like man, it's literally like those things happening to just see the universe like, if you still you know, like, you know,
right? It's like What did I be saying? When you think you've grown, the universe will be like, show me. Like how you chose to handle that situation lets the universe know, like, okay, Have you grown, or are you ready to act a fool over some shit? It's like the windshield already cracked.
Bro, some niggas act fool.
And it don't change the crack on the windshield.
That's literally what you said when we was hooping about bro, the Mexican nigga at the store at Eminem.
Some niggas act a fool.
Nigga came in there clutching.
For nothing.
For nothing. Wasn't finna do nothing.
Acting a fool.
Sarai literally was like, this nigga is pump faking. Right? We're sitting literally looking at him as he's saying this. It's like,
acting
nigga.
a fool. He on that shit.
You know that shit.
He was probably off that powder.
But it's like you operating enemies with niggas who on that shit. It's like
right. But it's also like I feel like, and that was a universal test for you too. Like,
that's what he said. That's why I was saying that.
How you choose and chose to respond. It's like now he got to sit with his actions and think like, damn, that nigga ain't even. I was really hoping I was finna try. He didn't get the reaction he wanted, and it's like you broke that karmic cycle in that moment. Cause you could have acted a fool. Now niggas are shooting at whatever, and it's like it didn't. That didn't get to take place because you chose to change how you reacted.
Which is so crazy. Cause
man, what I was saying. This life is really of your making. So, if you make your bed will be made. If you don't make it, it won't be made. You should expect it no other way. But you always have the opportunity to make your bed. Nothing's ever going to stop you from doing it, but you.
I feel like your generation really took on this persona of anxiety and depression.
Right, they the anxiety boys. They like,
and it's so fucking
much anxiety.
What do you want from me?
The anxiety boys, Roseanne's.
Lil Zannies. The Zanny boys.
I'm anxious, bitch.
Give me a perk.
Everybody's fucking anxious, and it's like,
anxious,
bro,
bitch.
no, you're not. You're a human. You're a human experiencing human emotions, and then when you tell yourself that it's anxiety and it's crippling
What's
you,
funny
and you
as
can't
fuck
function.
is a nigga just experiencing the world. Everybody got their own way of doing that. A nigga really just experiencing the world, and it's so mental. You're making it worse than it is. There's what it really is, and then there's what you think it is.
Right.
Those are two different things. Those aren't the same thing. Nigga, it'd be like, bro, it's not that.
Right.
But we create this world in our head, and you gotta go through. You gotta go through intense emotion. Unwarranted. It's like you ain't gotta put yourself through that. And it takes some time to grow and get to a point where things can happen and you don't put yourself through it. Because like we're just saying, that can easily send you through it. And now you're throwing your life away.
Right.
Off that little minor. And every person who adds to that pot in that way, every person who like, oh, nah, niggas, it's like cultivating an energy to where you feel like you want to respond indifferently, like that's really like that's a tightrope to walk.
That's what I'm saying, the karmic cycle. Like you broke it in that moment. Because there was a whole bunch of other niggas who gave into that reaction, who, whatever, they got into it, and then now whoever lost that's the nigga clutching. The nigga who lost it that last time, that's the nigga who walked into the store clutching, acting like a weirdo. And then he set off another nigga, and the nigga who lose that one set off, and it's this cycle. And for you to be like,
ooh, it's setting off bombs. Cause nigga, right? You go off over here and shake some shit, and a nigga feel it here, boom. Now he go shake some shit, nigga feel it here. It's like, bro, you stopping a cycle.
That's a movie. Real.
Nigga, that's a
broke
web.
In that moment. And that's
a
big.
Web.
Especially for a black man, because that's like,
man,
that's a tone that just gets engraved in black men
give
from
me a
early on.
Throw my life away.
On God. And the universe gave you one to test and see like where you at with it. You ready to die today? How small you feel today?
And you know what's funny?
you navigate things based on what you perceive as threatening. Or man, like some niggas want you to react a certain way because of how they feel about what happened. But if you experience it and you don't feel that way, you don't have to navigate it how niggas who would experience it differently active. You get to navigate it how you felt in the experience. You feel me?
I feel bad for that nigga. Like that's a sad. He gonna die.
Right?
He gonna lose his life.
Right? To like make it your duty to kill a nigga you feel bad for. Like a nigga that's like, man, that's unfortunate. For you to like take that on, cause you already know nature gonna do its duty. For you to take it on is like, bro, you, there is no harm I can do unto you that won't harm me more.
Bro, for real. For real. I literally was like, in that moment, I was expecting him to shoot. Not in the store, but when he grabbed the shot glasses and we were staring at each other, the whole time he went to grab the shot glasses, like we this close, and just looking at each other, and he ain't saying nothing, and he just got this like look of like, what's up? Like I was just like, when we hit this door, he gonna start shooting. Like for sure gonna start shooting. So like I was like, Soraya walked behind me. And we hit the door and he was just on some staring shit again. Like just staring but leaning up against the door like this. Like the car door. And I'm like, shit was just so weird, bro. Like I walked outside with my hand like this now. Cause I'm like, you walk in, you feel me? Like it's no longer, we can't play. Cause you walk in here with your gun out and you got a long ass clip. You got more shots than me. So if I get to shoot, I have to hit you first. It was so many things going through my mind.
Imagine he would have walked up to that nigga and hugged him.
The first thing that went through my head was having. The first thing that went through my mind was how would I explain this to like literally y'all? Like how would I sit here and explain that I was shooting at a nigga in Eminem? Like no dead ass.
Funny
like
too, cause it's like there are no street niggas, just dysfunctional niggas. You know, like it's like niggas who in it, but it's like, no, bro, this nigga, if you talk to this nigga laugh, he loves it. It's the same shit. This is human. Like, the only niggas who on that to where it's like, you can't even speak, I can't even speak to you. You on that type of time. Like, that's how, it's like, you not a street nigga, you dysfunctional. You got, like, problems. You probably an addict. You got problems.
Right.
That's not the, that, like, that's all that shit be.
That's why I was like, imagine if you would have hugged him. Like, in my brain, and I know that's not the situation at the time, but it might be prepping you for one that does end up coming up, for the opportunity to speak. Because you guys was just staring at each other. And if you would have broke the silence and been like...
You want a hug, bro?
Not a hug, but like, I don't got no beef with you, dog. I don't even know you. I hope you all right type shit, And if you just broke the silence, it could have made it worse too. Niggas
that's what I
crazy.
thought. I was I told Soraya, I said, all it would have took for me was to say, what's up, nigga? What you on? Like, why you looking at me?
When you have that energy.
But it's like, you have your gun out.
Yeah.
What are you on, my nigga?
No, but that's also why it's like, you have to be able to communicate.
You have to be
regardless of the height of the situation, right? Because if you can't, you'll never, it won't, like, you won't be able to navigate it. You're not.
I was gonna ask if me, Kayla, and
What is it?
on
On my roof? Or on the one you in?
Your roof, I guess?
Either or. But you could access the roof from your side too.
Where the laundry room is. With the little thing open.
No, from your patio.
Oh.
You can get on the roof from the patio. We shot a video up there.
Oh. Okay.
Or you could do this one too, either one, but you can't get on the roof from your side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intense ass conversation.
Nick, yeah. That shit was crazy.
I was thinking about if it was you in that situation. And like I could already see the big ass smile on your face. Like, Brad. Are you okay?
No cap though, like I really felt like if I did that shit, you would have been so disappointed in the nigga. Like my mind couldn't get past that. Like, you get to shooting this nigga, you're gonna have to look this nigga in his face and explain it, and he's just gonna look at you like...
No, I would understand, but I would also be like, I think I've empowered you enough to be able to navigate that differently now. I would think that we've had enough conversation and you've seen me in action enough to find, but I feel like you did. I feel like the step above was you not doing nothing because you didn't know what to do, but you didn't want to go there. And I think that's growth. That's beautiful growth. You can't beat that. Right. It takes another step to be like, bro.
Yeah.
I love you, nigga. I don't know what this is, but I'm trying to get my cookies.
Right.
You
I had a urine.
Like, that's
in my hand. I'm looking at this nigga like.
It's like that take. Mm-hmm. You were saying earlier in your interview, you said something about me, knowing, always been able to deliver it with like that. Yeah. Like you gotta laugh, you know, like it in some facet, but it's like that's the next step to where it's like, because this time. You gained the power by allowing yourself to feel powerless. You was like, I'm not going to sway the situation, but I'm not going to do nothing. You feel me? So when you take that next step and it's like, no, I'm going to do something to, you know, if it don't go as planned, but I think, you know, because I'm uncomfortable not doing that. You feel me? So.
Growth.
Right?
That was growth.
Because it's like, man, the nigga who, you know how those stories of these niggas who like, they end up bringing shit, they really take control of the situation. That's always the nigga who can talk.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
Every time. It's like, thank God someone in here could talk.
Darren, when I told him the situation, he said, I'm glad it was you, bro, because you give a fuck about your life. He was like, if that nigga would have bumped into me and my homies, it would have been a whole different story because we don't give a fuck.
We know now.
And now we know. And now we really know. Because the situation... Damn. The same situation happened the very next day.
Be serious. We don't give a fuck. We don't care about none of that. And he be saying that. And he be saying it. And he's for real. Like, nigga, we don't care about none of that.
Not even our lives.
The same situation that happened to me in there basically happened... Well, not basically because they pulled up shooting already, but... It's like, nigga...
there was no
communication.
Yeah. There's no
but it's like
with a bullet flying at you. That's for damn sure. Yeah. That should be mean. But I think that was growth. You really handled it in the best way that you knew how.
A year ago, I would have freaked out and had to shoot him. I would have had to.
You wouldn't have been able to even leave the stove.
Off the simple fact that I would have been like, no, I'm too uncomfortable. You got me feeling like I'm fearing for my life. I'm about to shoot you. I have to, because I don't feel like I'm going to make it out the store alive. I didn't know what the fuck was going to go on. All I knew was that I was hitting the dope before Sarai did. So if the bullets did get to flying, it's like, pray to God she don't get hit.
Sheesh. Niggas be irrational.
Man. Those are the moments that you have to share.
Right.
It's funny because like those are all the times you feel reserved as a human, like you don't want.
Yeah.
But those are the moments that like niggas get to grow.
No cap, I felt like.
Because it's like, bro.
I felt like I was bound down when I hit the car.
I knew it. Like as a man, and then a black man, and then a black man with his own gun. It's
and
like
then a black man with his own gun and a girl.
You feel like a pussy ass nigga for not doing nothing. For not doing nothing, but it's also like you're really that nigga. You're really that nigga.
When you have the grace and understanding that you have the opportunity to destroy something and you don't, you're always the bigger person. Mm-hmm. If I know that I could do exactly what I intend to do and there's nothing you could do about it, and I still choose not to do it because I understand that wasn't even about me. You lost. Instead of throwing my own life away because I can, it's always a win on this end, baby.
Right.
That gets you a steak dinner.
It's
always a win.
On God. I hit the car and was like, damn, I feel like a bit like, how? And then that was the next thing too. Once it didn't go there, I was just like, damn. And do I explain this to LaRussell?
So many of those moments in life of like, damn, I feel like a bitch. But knowing, nah, I'm not no bitch. I'm just not stupid either. You feel me? Like you, and it take rationale. It take rationale. But that's the shit that saved your life. Just because you're able to think a step further, it's chess. Some people think one move ahead. Some people think two. Some three. Some four. Some five. One move ahead is, nigga, it's finna be checkmate in 2 moves because you going to your life. You just threw away your life. Right. Checkmate. 2 moves. You got 2 moves in. You feel me? Stupid. You gotta. But if you can't think then 5 moves ahead, and it's crazy because you have to be conditioned to think 5 moves ahead, whether you winning or you losing. But if you thinking 5 moves ahead, it's very seldom that you're losing. You only losing if a nigga thinking 7 moves ahead of that. You know? Yeah. And you ain't finding too many niggas who thinking that far.
Man. Damn. These last few days been crazy. Just wild.
Life, nigga. Life been crazy and wild. I was like, the last few days.
Life is definitely crazy and wild. But that's crazy because we adapted. We don't think it's crazy no more because it's a norm until something crazy happens. Crazier. And we like, fuck, that was crazy, nigga.
But, yeah. I was telling Shantae that yesterday. I'm like, life gonna keep coming at you. That's the one thing it's always gonna do. But you need to figure out a way to maintain your emotions and keep yourself in line. Like, if you're balanced and everything around you is chaotic, you never feel unbalanced. It don't matter. Because you know that you got that in you. Like, nah, bro, I'm good. Like, I keep my shit in check. It's very rare you see me emotionally off kilter. Like, bro, I'm...
when you don't eat.
This shit gonna keep coming.
Like, oh my God.
Look at that.
Right. Don't even want to laugh. Nigga.
It's not funny.
Nigga looking like, yay.
Right. Nigga.
Nigga's funny, huh?
It's funny, huh, B?
Hey, it's funny, huh, B?
He said funny, huh?
Yeah. Alright, B.
Okay. Shit funny.
Funny boss man.
Funny.
Funny boss man.
Anxiety. Ain't shit funny about anxiety, nigga. Hey, that's a t-shirt. Ain't shit funny about anxiety, nigga. Oh, God.
I be feeling it on you, Mally, and I just be like, I be so confused because you're such a cool ass nigga.
Same. Sometimes when he asks me certain questions, I be like, wow. I thought you were beyond that.
Yeah. But you're still a kid.
But it's also like, you're never really beyond something because you got to encounter it all throughout your life. You just handle it differently. Like, you never, you're never out of nothing. Like, you never really outgrow something. It's like these things come in on your journey, and either, like, early, a shawty will come in and probably take you this far off, and then you got to come back. Then it comes and it's this far. Then later down the line, it's like, I didn't even move off my path, But that shit a journey to that. But I feel like you have it. Because, nigga, you be rapping about it.
Right.
So it's like, but it's also, I know how much rap comes through you. But, it's messaging. And it's like, rap come through you. But it's giving you literally, like, all the information.
Right.
Sometimes I'll be hearing shit in a song that just be like, wow. I went through the other day because I'm mixing in some of my lyrics with the quotes now. And I was going through, like, just down the list of what I've been writing. And I went into the features. And I was like, man, I gave some of these niggas some of that shit. I gave some of these niggas some of that talk.
What you mean, some?
As many as I can.
These niggas some of that talk.
Oh, God. I ain't cheat nobody.
On me.
I ain't cheat nobody.
You a cool ass kid.
Thank you.
A cool ass human. You're not even a kid, bruh. We all kids, but yeah, I think that the more that you tell yourself you anxious and whatever other crazy stories you be telling yourself, the longer you can live it out.
The sooner you get out your way, the further you can go. Like, I be still in my way. I ain't really start getting out my way till I was like recent. You feel me? But it's like, if the earlier you can get out your way, like, just if you could literally go through your obstacle course early and diagnose all of the obstacles that's there just to your own doing, and then you get to remove those.
Shit.
Oh man, get you some.
That's lightening your load.
Get you some. You feel me? Get you some.
For real.
Oh God, I put. Boy, I threw my own logs in the road, many and plenty of times. And you don't have to do that. You know, like you don't have to do that. But it's a process to get yourself to a point where you're not doing that, you know?
I almost told you the other day when you was throwing logs in your road, I was gonna be like, let me know when you back to reality.
That would've sent me.
Oh God, but I was like, that he finna cuss me out. I'm just gonna let him go. But that's how I be feeling. That's how I be feeling. You'll go so far into fantasy land, and I just be like, the sun is shining right now. Like, it's a good day. What do you mean? Niggas be like,
a good day does not mean a good life.
Right?
If you're not conscious.
If you living in here.
Mm-hmm.
You be living in here.
Yep.
Because the day ain't changed.
Right?
The day ain't changed at all.
The day ain't changed.
Just how you
it's
felt
just like
about
the other day, you had a joy. You had a ball.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the day ain't changed.
Right. Only you.
Just how you feel about it. Hey man, get the fuck.
Nigga came in croaking.
Nigga said, hey man, what the fuck? Sheesh. This is gonna be a good one. I need some clips, bruh. When you pull these. Get shit off.
I don't pull these. He do.
Nah, Cujo does.
I'm gonna see it munch. But yeah, Cujo does. But I'm gonna see it
Cujo,
munch.
I know you're gonna hear this. When you get these clips, I need some. Fuck with me.
I feel like this should be a free game Friday. And you just tuned in to another episode of Free Game Friday. That would be a great one.
Right?
Free Game Friday. Addiction. I feel like this is a paywall worthy episode. It's like, nigga, it ain't for everybody, but for the niggas who, you know, really is like, nah, I want to be a part of that conversation and get that information in them gems. I think this is paywall worthy.
A lot of niggas on that shit.
Right?
There's a lot of niggas on that shit. Guilty.
Guilty. I be on that shit.
I be on that shit.
I be on that shit. You're not alone. I am here with you.
On that shit too.
On that shit too. Right.
Anxiety boys.
An album cover like this, though. Bro, you know what be funny as fuck when you meet them niggas and they're serious. Because for me, when I'm doing that, I'm being funny.
Right. They're dead ass.
It's
No.
not a joke for everyone.
And
Misunderstood. Misunderstood. Nigga
It's
said.
like, nigga, why are you acting like this? But maybe that's what it is. It's like, do you deeply feel like your life is horrible?
I can't.
How? You see me?
It's impossible. No.
When you, if you could use another word for anxious, what would you use to describe how you feel?
Scared, probably.
That's, yeah. See? That better. You can get better advice when you go deeper. Because anxiety and fear, two different things. This and like, no, I'm scared, two different things. Two different things. Like, you're naming something that stems from that fear, right? And but when you get to the root, because then it goes, why am I scared? What am I afraid of? Why am I afraid of that? Because I'm doing what that could cause this or that. You know, like it's a chain.
There's this wheel. You can like look it up. It's like an emotional wheel, but there's like 5 emotions that people use in like their common. Anxiety has recently been added to it, but like angry, sad, scared, like there's major ones that people use, but then outside of those it'll be like fear, and then it'll be 2 columns of a bunch of other descriptive words that go beyond that. And I think that that's like a really powerful tool to look at, because a lot of the time we'll say it's one thing, and then when you dig deeper it's like, oh, I'm not anxious, I'm actually nervous about saying something weird in a social setting or so. You know, it's like you're not actually anxious, you're a normal human who has normal human, you know? But we give it like this word so that way we don't have to deal with it. It's like, oh, I already named that, so I can just that's what I live with, and I can go on and live my life now instead of dealing with it and exploring it and then moving beyond it, you know? That was why I asked what you would call it. So what do you think you're afraid of?
Scared of letting my mama down, letting my daughter down, letting my daddy down, letting my people down, letting my niggas down, was lifting the people up, afraid of giving up, afraid of not doing enough. I'm afraid of change, I'm afraid of love, I'm scared of commitment and all the above, afraid of waking up and knowing I'm not who I was, afraid I could lose everything to the drugs. Sometimes it's irrational, afraid just because.
Afraid of the people that call me bro and call me cuz.
Afraid of the day that I can't show them love and they don't take it well and want to load up a slug. What you afraid of?
Mally.
Like all of them.
All the above. No, I don't know. I'm kind of scared of like, I guess, yeah, like essentially not doing enough, or like sometimes I have a lot of ideas, and what sends me into like I don't know, I guess like anxiety or whatever you want to call it, is just like I get very worked up when I forget something, or I'm in the motion of doing something and I'm like, oh, I forgot to do this, oh, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and I'll be like, dang, I forgot, and I just be like, I don't know, I just lose it. I'll lose it. And I'll be like, damn.
So you're unorganized.
Essentially.
You're not anxious. You lack organizational skill. That's a great place to start. If you know that that's what sends you, then it's like, okay, now you have real tools on like.
But you're not even disorganized. You're just new. Like, you're starting to, like, you and Shantae, like, I've been just giving y'all niggas they first drives and computer. Like, you have to, this is what you're going through the process of. Like, the shit that you get to learn. Like, you get to figure out, damn, my folder messy, I don't know where nothing is. And you get to go through the process of organizing and being on top of that because you don't like the feeling. You have to go through this.
You have to feel that.
You have to feel that to even want to make a solution. That's the only way you gonna get to like, oh no, pull up, we putting the camera, I'll shoot. That's the only way you get there is if you go through that and you like, I don't like this. I don't know where my file's at. I don't know where my cover. I don't like this. Until you get there, you feel me? You not gonna get where you need to be. So that's a beautiful thing. That's something to embrace, that you get to go through that. Cause I remember Man, it's like, bro, them folk, you know, I got to a point where I had Excel sheets for every single thing, you feel me? Because that feeling just, it make everything harder. You gonna make your journey harder. So it's something that you get to learn, and that's dope. Like, you in the race.
Right. Some niggas ain't even stepped onto the track yet. Some niggas don't even know where the field at.
Running with the eyes closed.
Race with yourself through this whole process, as long as you know and you doing your best. Mm-hmm. If you know you fucking off your time and your journey and your effort and you bullshitting, then I can understand why you would feel I'm not, you know. But if you giving it your best, let that shit go. Let it go and let it grow. Like the fear only affects you. It doesn't even it affects the journey subsequently through affecting you. But it's like, man, it's just one of those things you don't have to put on yourself. You know, it's an accessory. You know.
Do it afraid. As long as you're doing it.
Yeah, do it afraid.
I think it's tight too that you for you to explore beyond the anxiety, because it's such a like, what the fuck does anxiety even mean? Like, it's such a nuanced word that people just, it's a filler word. But for you to dig deeper and be like, well, actually I'm afraid, and I'm afraid because I forget stuff and I don't want to ruin what I'm built. You know, like, that gives you the tools to move beyond that. Like, every time you tell yourself you're anxious, I urge you to think beyond that word and be like, no, what am I really feeling? Because that's an easy blanket.
And know you have power. So it's like, do it afraid if you choose to. But if you don't have to, you could choose a different way to experience it. Like, if it's a rational fear, if it's not fear like, a nigga got a gun in front of me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If it's just fear that you create in your own head, it's like, you don't have to do it that way. You know, like, you get to set that tone and that. Every time a nigga go on stage, you get to, like, I get to always, that's why I like sitting before, because I get to determine how I want to enter this space. You feel me? Like, that's in your control.
When Splash first came, his shit was fucked off. His drives was fucked off. And he had that same energy. And now he got drives on drives. Everything's organized and shit, but it come with time and through, like, actively doing it. Nigga, you just got a laptop.
For real. Did you say we just got more G drives?
Yeah,
we got more G drives? Bro, mine will not read still. It still won't read.
Oh, you're talking about the big one?
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't get those.
That has the doc stuff on it?
All of this year's shit. Everything from this year is on that drive. 6 terabytes.
It won't read?
It won't read. When I unplugged it and brought it here, it stopped reading.
Let me see.
Okay. I hope it read. I'm not gonna fight you. I hope it read, nigga.
And we gonna transfer all that data, bruh.
Please,
data is
yeah.
so scary.
Please,
like,
can we look into a cloud or something? Because if we get it to read, we gotta, like, this shit is freaking me the fuck out, nigga. It's all our shit from this year.
I wonder, like, what the fuck is the we gotta look into, because I'm about to say, how much space do we need, and how much can you put into the cloud?
Well, I got that drive January, like, 15th, and I've already put 6-7 terabytes on it. It's only 12 terabytes. I got it in January.
You probably need I would say like 50 to 100 terabytes for now.
For a nigga like you, for sure.
I have a good 50 terabytes worth of shit.
I got shit.
I got like 30-some terabytes just on my mini drives, and then I have a 13 terabyte and a 4 terabyte. So
I got so much.
The G drive you bought me still read though, but I don't use it at all no more because I've been filled that motherfucker up from last year.
Yeah, we got a few more.
Yeah, we need to back shit up into
What are you, or are you just sitting on the raw footage, or you like?
No, I bounce it down and put it like that. I've been doing that since last year when y'all taught me that. I even do it with my Sony clips now. If it's all from like the same day and shit, I bounce it all down.
You know what's funny? Like, you really gotta just respect process. You only get better through doing it. Because the fact that we knock them out now, come home, bounce them, and that's all just after each run, a nigga like, we gotta, because I want a bit, you know, and it just constantly alters and grows. And now it's just something we do. We don't even do it consciously. Like, It went from me bouncing them motherfuckers and he come straight in. Now, you feel me?
Right. Set the tone.
For real. When I used to see y'all fucking doing that shit right after we got done working, I used to be like, y'all niggas don't sit still? No. Bounce them bitches, put all that shit on the charger, get your ass ready.
Niggas how you gonna go home and do that?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Niggas saying shit first day?
Yeah. Oh, God, yo.
Get your ass.
Oh, God.
What?
Nelly.
Niggas said first day, that nigga walk around like this.
Valley, they was rendering as soon as we got done with rehearsal. I said, yo, I'm like, ain't no filler day, filler hours, filler minutes.
Oh, God.
And you know that's the crazy thing because you have to. The thing with building something like this is you can only build with people who understand this is not a job, this is a life. And if you ain't about that life, you can't. It's hard to intertwine this life because it's not a job. It's not a. It's not a.
Building
You know it's not a job. It's a life.
Right.
This is my life.
And you set that tone. And everybody around you either gets with it or get the fuck on. But this is what I'm on over here. And if you're gonna be a part of my team and helping me build and I'm helping you build, then we gotta be at the same pace because you gonna get left behind.
And that's the thing, you know, niggas be like, you know, I'm just making sure I'm getting my job done. And it's like, that's not what this is about. It's like, it's about the life. Like, it's about the life.
That's what I realized quickly. It ain't about getting your job done.
It ain't about the job.
Once I learned that here, I was like, all right. Because I was in a constant nigga chasing after, like, trying to get ahead or catch up. And it's like, it's not that, nigga. You just got to be willing to adapt every day and work. Like, this nigga wouldn't give me a schedule.
Because it's not I'm not like, I'm conditioning for if you want to live this life, this is like the perfect internship. Because it's like, nigga, I don't want nobody to work for me forever. Like, nigga, go make some, you know, like, so it's like, this is that conditioning. It's not, you don't really get to come in as a job. It's like, nigga, this is the life that I'm after. If you going after this is what it's going to be like. But I'm giving you one of these entryway. Because you don't really get that entryway. It's like, nigga, you got to figure everything the fuck out. But this like an entryway where it's like, nigga, you in that life. You in that life.
Go get it.
If you want it. If you don't, then it's like you in that life.
Yeah. Right. Some niggas don't want it. Man.
Which is understandable. Which is very, very,
Very
very,
safe.
very understandable.
Oh, nice.
Some days I don't want it.
I don't believe that.
Some days I don't want it.
I think you always want
That's
it.
a day though.
I think you always want it. I think you just don't want to, like, you just don't want what come with it some days. I think it, like, I don't know. Because you'll still get up and be like, you'll still handle it, even on those days.
Yeah.
But you be tired.
Right.
And if you really didn't want it,
That's what I was saying about you the other day. I'm like, even when you're not in like the best state, you still do it because it's what you want to do.
Hey, and you know, I realized that
Right.
I never stop to work. Like, no matter what I'm going through in life, how depth, the complex, I never stop making music. I never stop working. It's like,
Because you always want
I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. I really can't even, like, I gotta go to work. And that has its positives and its negatives, but it's also why, like, I'm able to get to this point. You have to literally be able to take everything and still make whatever ingredients a nigga give me, I'm making, I'm serving. You feel me? And everybody ain't got that ability. Sometimes you see ingredients and it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that? You know?
Why
But
that
I see some shit and I'm like,
Stir fry.
hey. Does that change how? Okay.
Like, does that change how it looks for you? Like if you get different ingredients, does that change the outcome of it? It's still the same thing, but it's presented in a different manner. Is that like?
Yeah. I mean, ingredients come from all different places, right? The things from your mama, your daddy, this, the world, this happened, this. You get ingredients from all over the world. But what you make with those ingredients is always up to you. That's the one thing that's always in your discretion. You don't get to choose the ingredients you get. Sometimes, most of the time, it's like these are the ingredients you got. This is what you're working with. But what you decide to make is always in your power. Niggas be in jail living it up. Same ingredients. Niggas really got full power. Walking around like the fireball on, nigga. Niggas got full. We be in this mode. Like, nigga, I can make anything I want to happen. I can make anything I want to happen, nigga. I hope a nigga don't dare me. You feel me? Like that. That's how niggas be walking around. Everybody ain't got that power. You gotta work for that. Sometimes you can only get a quick, but you don't get to walk around. It's like, nigga, like, is that nigga on fire? Yeah. Nigga, Ghost Rider.
Oh God.
Flame on. Like, nigga,
God.
a nigga out, you feel me? With that, it's like you could do so much. Right? If you're water, you could kill or you could heal. You could do so much. No one man should have all that power. That's how that nigga felt about it. It was like, nigga, what? All this because I rap well? Poop did he scoop?
Yeah, got it, bro.
Nigga. Wowzers.
That was a good one.
And talk himself right out of his high.
And that is how you beat addiction.
82 minutes, 55 seconds. Only took 82 minutes.
Nigga. You know what's crazy? As soon as you said that, I felt my eye come down. It was like, Wow. It's been another great episode of Free Game Friday. Addiction. That's the title of this one. Thank you for joining us. Maybe this one will be behind the paywall. Niggas will be subscribed to us monthly if y'all fuck with it. This where all the public-private conversations will be landing. It's for the niggas who want to come in my home. You feel me? It's like, all the other shit go to the world, but this is in my home. You want to come in my home, nigga? Break a nigga off a little something.
A little something.
I'm an addict.
Shut up. Stop saying that.
Oh, yeah. I'm not an addict. I experience addiction.
That was funny.
But I also experience everything else. You know? We should go walk it, though.
Want to right now?